What is going on, traders? We guys crushed it today. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the trades that Daily Sniper Discord ended up taking, as well as preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices for tomorrow. Let's get into it. So we ended up going 4 for 5 on the day today. What were the winning trades? Simple. If you zoom out and look left, we had previous support and previous resistance at 568.25. As soon as we ended up breaking through this level, Dimitri ended up alerting calls. I ended up following suit with him. We hit these calls, guys, and made an absolute bag. It came right back down, and we ended up getting calls at the exact low of the day today and sold the move. We ended up alerting 567 calls for September 26th and brought these deep in the freaking money. After that, we ended up we had a gap to fill. SPY had a gap to fill at 570.98. This is the previous closing price from September 19th, okay? So as soon as we came up, I ended up getting puts. We all ended up getting puts, sold the move, came back up, sold the move. Dimitri and Options Doctor were holding this position. While I was selling, they just kept adding. They knew a big move was coming. And they ended up absolutely printing today. Dimitri and Options Doctor both had 5-figure days, $20,000 and $30,000 just today. Crazy, guys. We're crushing it day in and day out. We have the best, most strongest team possible, guys. And that's just what we do. We make money consistently. So what is the game plan for tomorrow? SPY ended up having a strong close. Before we get into the plan, I just want to show you something, right? So this is what I do, especially before swinging trades or before doing anything, okay? So I'm looking at how the daily candle ends, right? I'm following this. Like, okay, I see the shape. I understand the shape. And then what do? I start looking at the SPY's chart, SPY's daily chart, and I'm trying to find a pattern. I'm trying to find the same candle, or I'm trying to find a 3-candle move straight with long wicks, long dojis, okay? So if you look here on March 26th, we pretty much had the same candle, right? We ended up making a higher high and then selling off. If you continue this candle, we ended up gapping up every single day of having this candle, right? Every single day. But the pattern that I'm seeing is there's this candle always comes with a big sell-off every single time. This is just what history's showing. This is not anything, no indicators or nothing. I'm just looking at a candlestick, the daily candlestick for SPY, and I'm trying to find similar candles and similar patterns because history repeats itself. SPY always repeats itself. Look at right here. Same candle, guys. Big sell-off again. And you'll realize every time if you start looking at the same candles that SPY closes at, or your stocks, any stock that you're trading, you're going to find a lot of similarities, right? 1, 2, 3, same candle, look at the downside. 1, 2, 3, same candle, look at the downside, right? They're very, very similar candles, right? Look at the downside. Every time I saw the same candle, SPY ended up selling off. So that brings us to tomorrow. What are the levels that we're looking at? If you're looking at the daily time frame like me right now, what are we able to see? We're able to see a lot of weakness, right? We're still bullish. We're still making higher highs and higher lows, but you could just see the long wicks, right? Indecisiveness. That's what I'm seeing on SPY. A lot of indecisiveness. We do have a lot of bullish news coming to the markets, like the China government bailing out their stock market, which obviously made us go a little bit higher today. So you got to keep everything in mind. But what I'm seeing higher highs, higher lows. So the stock market is macro bullish. We're waiting for a macro bearish break of structure, break of trend. As of right now, buying the dip has worked. So let's move into what we're going to be looking at. So that just goes for anyone swinging puts or whatnot. Dimitri ended up swinging puts, but if you were looking at, follow the SPY's daily candle and start looking left at SPY's history. Every time we have a candle like that, we end up selling off immensely. So first thing what we're going to do is I have 2 key levels, right? I have the previous closing price for SPY at 571.30. My next level is 572.38. The make or break it level is going to be SPY's previous closing price. If we end up opening above this level in the high 571s, high 572s, as soon as you come back down, I'm going to be hitting the gap close reversal and bringing 571 calls deep in the money. If we end up closing above or opening above 572s, guys, I'm patiently waiting for 572.87 for puts. Look at the resistance today. It's right at our previous closing price, 571.30. This is why this is the biggest make or break it level that we have on SPY right now. Just zoom out. Massive, massive resistance at the previous closing price. That's why that is our number one key level to be following tomorrow. If we end up rejecting it, we're going to do a put and take profits down 30 cents around the 571 level. If we reject 571, it is an empty pocket all the way down to 569.60s. If we end up rejecting 569.60s, we're going to free fall and take out the lows of today, right? And the first stop that we have is 567.50, and then we have 566.50, and then we have 565, right? Each of these levels, we're going to be selling puts at, potentially, right? Waiting for the retest, rebuying back in, and riding it down, because I think that we are going to be hitting 565 very soon, right? That's just my opinion. I'm seeing a lot of weakness, even though we're bullish. We're barely making new highs. So that's just my thesis, right? That's what I personally think. I don't have a lot of technical analysis to back that up because we're making higher highs, higher lows. SPY's bullish. Buy the dip. Buy the dip until the dip is not bought. So that is the game plan for tomorrow. If we end up breaking above and coming back down, we're hitting calls. First stop we're hitting is 572.87. After this, I'm not trading. At all-time highs, I am not trading SPY. I'm going to let charts develop because I'm not in a rush to make a trade and trade every single candle. I'm programmed to trade the best setups at the best prices. And if it is not the best setup at the best price, I am not buying. I'm going to have patience. So let SPY go to all-time highs. Let it keep ripping. I'm waiting for it to come back to reality or to form a nice chart that I can start adding levels to. You don't need to trade every day just because you are a day trader. Set your levels, and that is it. So that is a game plan moving forward to tomorrow, guys. If you would like to be a part of the Daily Sniper, the link is in the bio. Use code MONEY, MONEY. Save yourself 50%, and I'll see everyone tomorrow, guys. Take care.